I'm just struck by there's some beauty in this like scene of music you all had that seems like very, you're a child, you know, like I think I asked him like, okay, so 6 years difference, so you're 14 and these guys are 20, and he's like, you just kind of saw that he saw you could write songs and knew your brothers and you were a cool, curious kid and whatever. And he's just like, yeah, he was a young kid and we made sure that they didn't like drink or stuff too much or whatever a little bit, but like he was just there. What was that like for you as now you're the 14-year-old and these guys are this? Like, were they peers? Were they, older brother, like, types to you? Like, how'd that feel?
They were very generous. Basically, like, my oldest brother, Matty, was basically the same age as, like, Kasher and McGinn and those guys. And then there was, like, Ted Stevens, who's maybe a year or two younger. So, like, literally, like, Tim Kasher and McGinn and, they were, like, coming to my house to hang out with my brother when I was, like, 5 years old. They knew me, like, my entire life, you know?
Right.
And then when I started making music, of course, they were, like, I think they were supportive in the sense of how you would just be supportive to, like, a little kid that's, like, trying to do something, you know? Very older brotherly, like, that's cool, you're playing a show. And then at some point, honestly, I think it was like Ted Stevens was the first person that, like, he do you know who he is? He's in Cursive, but he was totally in like Lullaby for the Working Class. Yeah,
totally.
Anyway, another amazing songwriter and very special soul. But I think I played him like a song on my porch one day, and he's like, I'm gonna come back and record you. So he like brought his 4-track over, and we recorded like Water, this record, like my first, I guess, record, although it was just like a tape. But he recorded it all, and he kind of got the ball rolling. He also, like, there used to be this place called Kilgore's in Omaha that was like a coffee shop / bar / they had shows like Simon Joyner and like Alex McManus, who's like in the Bruce. Anyway, like a lot of Bill Hoover, a lot of these guys that we looked up to played there. I think it was like Thursday nights there was a thing. Anyway, Ted was playing there one night, and me and Justin, my other brother, went to see him, and he's like, I'm gonna stop my set early and I'm gonna like have my friend Conor come sing a song. And I got up there so nervous. I remember like my knee was like shaking. I couldn't like hold the guitar, and I just like played like one song. And then after the show, this guy Bill Hoover, who's like a great artist and songwriter from Omaha, he was like, I got another show here, like, you know, this was like May or something. He's like, I had another show here in like June, like a month away. He's like, do you have like enough songs to like play a set? And I was like, yeah, but I was like totally lying. It's not like I went home and like wrote a bunch of songs so I could like play a show.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how that happened. And then, you know, Tim Kasher, I always like idolized. Like I love Slow Down Virginia, and he was in a band with my brother like in high school. So I always like really looked up to him. And then like, I don't know, kind of out of the blue, he's like, let's start a band. When I was like 14, I was like, really? You know, it's like your hero asking you to like start a band with them. So that's when we started like Commander Venus and whatever, as they say, the rest is history. But
it's so cool.
Yeah, it was I was extremely lucky to have like that amount of like encouragement and support from like people that I looked up to and also like cared like in a genuine way about me.
There's such evident like love and support and community and everything that I just think, to me, it's like, okay, this podcast is a some guy on an island's DIY like project thing that there's Tim Kasher doesn't need to do that. He's the first guest on it. It's not like there was anyone to even be like, hey, this person's been on it, blah, blah, blah. And so to do that and then also assist in the process of having Todd come on and then pass it along to Matt to then have you come on, like there's like this like these people are all so nice to each other. There's such like a communal thing with this, that like bands lifting other bands and featuring other people and everything. And I don't know. I felt like it was a cool chance to get a little feeling of a slice of that like communal support and encouragement to whatever. It was like seeing it in action.